What up, John Logic? Or should I say, John the Liar, John the Fraud? John, this is your final call. I've been debating, I've been going back and forth because, see, being that I'm the king of trolls, and you insulted me like you tried to act like that you didn't know who I was. If you've been following Tommy for a year, it makes no sense that his followers know who I am and you don't. So that's lie number 7,463 from you. This exposing game is, starting to wind down because you're so mediocre that with this video, there will honestly be nothing else left to show about you. This is it. There's nothing else. You have nothing else to show. I mean, come on, man. Battle raps? Let's be honest here, John Logic. You don't know anything about the battle rap scene. That's fact. And the reason why I even make this type of claim is because there's a lot of people online that's been coming on telling me, oh, you shouldn't attack John Logic because he's going at Tommy. And you're just jealous that he's going at Tommy and Tommy's what? Look, I could care less about that. This doesn't seem pro-black to me.
Cause I'm about to duck out. Hell man, cause I'm eating old ass relish out the old ass salad that the old man gave me. Provide me with some words to help your daughter get up. But take your daughter, she hurt and put her ass to cook her. In a hotel room face down. Come on.
Remember when she used to wear her favorite nightgown? Lying there, she's on the back, she was lying face down.
Maybe some of you pro-blacks, you go around a bunch of white people that's playing guitar and you start rapping with them. Maybe that's what you guys do. But see, I don't understand. I didn't see any black issues in that bar that you were performing at with your band. Now, if that was your band, I've never seen a band like that in a battle rap. Like ever. I don't see anything pro-black about that at all. In fact, it couldn't get any whiter in that scenario. Now, John Logic has openly admitted and said, well, you know what, Vic? I don't care if you put my wife out there because she's already out there. And I said, well, that's good. You shouldn't mind. Because by your idiotic logic, no one's going to care anyway. I don't. A lot of people wanted to see, your lovely, lovely woman. And now they can just take this video, download it, share it with the world. Share it with the world. Understand that there is no black issue that John Logic has around all them white folks. And in fact, he's even openly admitted and said that the battle rapping was too much for him. In fact, I think a troll had pointed out, some guy said that he was going to come and beat up all the battle rap bloggers and shit. So that was one of the reasons why he left. I honestly believe John Logic left the battle rap scene because he can't relate to black people. It's almost what I was trying to say to Tommy. And I was trying to say it to Tommy while LA was on the line. See, Tommy, I don't know what percentage, but I know he's part Panamanian. Okay? And if you don't know, or you never met a Panamanian from Panama, Panamanians get angry quick. Just like he talks about, well, black people do A, B, and C. Well, Panamanians have short tempers. Every last one of them. And when they feel that they're in the right, they're going to argue you up and down, and they could be wrong as two left shoes. This is very common in Panamanians. I know this to be fact. Because I couldn't understand either while he was on the show with LA. I mean, some of the ideas that I've done, my videos were off of videos that Tommy had did. I mean, it kind of threw me for a loop too. He said, I've never done this. I've never done that. And I'm saying to myself, okay, he's just pissed now. He's pissed, and the Panamanian side is starting to come out. The icing on the cake was the fact to bring up, Tommy's mother. That just took the whole damn interview all the way in the left field. Now, I just want to go on record in saying this. We all sat up there and saw Tommy make videos talking about how he had to eat roaches, out of cereal boxes. I've seen the live show lecture when he said you know, that he was born because his father was a married man and slept with his mother and had him, and he blames his mother for having sex with his father. I've heard these stories directly out of his mouth. But the only thing that throws me is when Tommy talks about she has a beautiful house and she has 5 cars and she's taking care of a nigga that's not his father, just, parlaying. And if he wanted to, he could have the whole bottom floor of that house if he wanted to. See, Tommy, this is what LA was trying to get at. It's either your mother is a piece of shit or she's an upstanding woman. So you confuse us black people when you start off and say how this woman had you eating out of cereal boxes full of roaches, and then you go from there to having a live show, calling your mother, bringing her on the line, having a diet. You didn't call her no bitch to her face. She wasn't all types of bitches and hoes in none of that conversation you had with her. You were bringing up the fact that she was a pastor, and that's why I went in on you then. Because when I found out she was a pastor, I said, hold up. If this woman, while you was a child, did unspeakable acts to you as a child, but as she grew up, she started to change her life and go off into the church. I mean, is she still a horrible woman? Is she still the worst woman in the world? If you have the option to live in her basement, that's confusing. That's confusing. And when it comes down to it with black women and mothers, see, I feel like, Tommy, you have this angle, and I mean, if I'm wrong, the only way you can correct me is to say it to me directly. That's the only way you can correct me. But it seems like to me that you look at some of us that love our mother, that respect our mother, that would die for our mother. You look at us under the same umbrella on how you were raised. You look at us and you say, well, you say that your mother's a queen, but she must have did something. She couldn't have been perfect. She couldn't have been perfect because my mother was horrible. My mother was awful. So you compare us to you on that aspect. Let me tell you something, bro. My mother has been there for me since from the time I was 2 years old to the point where I'm 37 right now. My mother's never turned her back on me. My mother never fed me roaches, nor my grandmother or my great-grandmother. This is why me, LA, a lot of us have made videos in regards to you like that. Because if your mother was horrible, that doesn't mean that every single mother in the world was like your mother. Because only you know your mother. Only you. And if she did some fucked up shit, look, I'm not going to co-sign her fucked up shit. But if you know that she's a pastor and she's trying to bring people into the church, is she treating those people in the church the same way she treated you as a child? That's the question. Because we can't say that every black woman is like our mothers, because if that was the case, look, my mother was a fucking diamond. My mother was a fucking diamond. She treated me and my sister like fucking platinum, okay? We never hurt for nothing. And me and my sister got 2 different daddies. Tommy is not even on that level. My sister's 7 years older than me. She got a different father. I had a different father. My father died when I was 12 years old. My mother ain't never, ever treated me like shit. Ever. I was the fresh kid. I was the kid that had everything. I was the kid that you wanted to come over my house because I had every motherfucking thing you wanted to play with. So don't get so offended, Tommy. And that's why I've said in the past, I said, Tommy, you don't come off as no black man. You come off as a Panamanian. And if you're Panamanian speaking on black issues, you should always remind people that you're Panamanian. Then you won't have the whole label of COON, because COON is a black thing, and John Logic is a fucking COON. I mean, look at the video. This is what you call a COON. John Logic. He's a COON. Okay? That's cooning in its finest hour. Trying to hide under the umbrella of being pro-black and everything around you is white. No, it just don't work like that. But it's your boy VicDamoane, man. Like I said, I hope this don't trigger no goddamn war. But that's all I wanted to add to the conversation. That's all I wanted to put out there on the airways. I thought the show was decent. I mean, the one thing, I know people want to address LA while he was on the show. LA got his own show. For all of those that want to address LA, shit. Tommy told you go check out his channel. Shit, go check out his show. It's VicDamoane. Go check out his show. All right? It's your boy VicDamoane. Catch me on No DQ Night. Deuces.